Today is the first day of my juice fast that I'm starting for 7 days. And then I'm going to be doing the medical medium protocol as best as I can. And the reason why I'm only wearing a tank top or sports bra is because I've been having gut problems this year that are really bad. Leading up to this past couple days, well, this past week, last Tuesday, where I was having really bad painful gas, which caused me to have vertigo. And then Friday, I was having symptoms of diverticulitis, where I was just hunched over, and the only thing that could help me was celery juice. And it seems then yesterday, same thing. I got such bad pain and bloating that I was crying. I had like a level 20 pain, and then after drinking some celery juice, within 20 minutes, I went down to a level 5 pain. So I connected to a couple of girls here through YouTube. One is Rosalind and one is Ichota. So shout out to y'all ladies. And they're encouraging me to go ahead and try the medical medium protocol because it's helping them. I've already healed a lot over the past 2.5 years. I've lost 100 pounds, reversed insulin resistance, GERD, and then after going gluten-free, I reversed hip bursitis and pain. I reversed depression. And then this year I've been doing about 75% raw. And I have been able to reverse most of my gut things, as well as anxiety, brain fog, all of these things. But it always feels like I'm going 3 steps forward, 2 steps back due to addictions to foods and things, and every now and then eating oil. And so my gut is saying it really wants me to heal and focus on just that. So I'm going to take the medical medium's advice and start drinking fresh, raw, organic celery juice first thing in the morning. So I bought some yesterday, and I'm going to go ahead and make that. But in the meantime, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. So I'm a single mother. I have 2 daughters, and I live in Charlotte. I am an author of a book called How to Recognize Your Bullshit and Get More of What You Want Out of Life. When I separated from my husband, I moved here to Charlotte. I don't know why this juicer seems to have a lot of like rust or something. My friend gave me this juicer, so let's see if I can get it off or not. But so yeah, I wrote the book. I moved here to Charlotte with my kids, and I ended up homeless for a time being. And basically, I took the time to serve and always find myself in ministry to people who were going through crisis situations. I pretty much just, what I learned is that with my book, first of all, in my book, I wrote that there's a blessing in the crisis, and that is you. And so during the time I was homeless, first I was living in my car, and then I got in a shelter. My kids were with their dad, and then they came back with me. What I realized was that what I wrote in my book was me walking through my bullshit. And what I realized is when we wreck bullshit, it doesn't just become an overnight, there it's gone. What happens is we then have to walk through it, put our boots on, and literally walk through the shit that we created. We have to give back. We have to help others. And then it will start to pay off, like all of what you learned. So that is exactly what I did. And so I moved into this place I'm living in December. At that time is when I started my raw foods journey. And along the way, every aspect of my growth has reflected some psychological growth or something that I had to let go of. And the weight came off with that same mindset. Without me trying too hard. Without trying too hard at all. It just came off at every level that I was willing to let go. And that's what's happening now too, is I've been resisting this process. I will start to heal and be doing really great. And then I will just say, oh, I got this, I'm better. And then I'll start to eat things that I know hurt me. Like the other day, it was a bar of dark chocolate. Like, come on, dark chocolate is so healthy. It is like the least worst thing you can eat, right? I mean, it wasn't milk chocolate. I'm vegan. I'm plant-based vegan at that. So I very rarely eat chocolate. So what's happening is my body's just saying, enough. It wants me to heal. And if I'm serious about this, then it's a must for me to do the work. So, here I am. Enough is enough. No more bullshitting with what my body's asking me to do. And I like to tell people that, because some people don't know, that just because I wrote a book that says, how to recognize your bullshit does not mean I'm an expert, but it does mean I'm aware a lot quicker than most people. Because a lot of people don't want to recognize it. It's painful. It's not easy. But it's beautiful. And I also wrote a quote in the book that says, anything that comes from you recognizing your bullshit and taking all steps to eradicate your bullshit cannot be worse than running from your bullshit. So, trust me on that. Alright, so hopefully this works. A friend gave it to me. I am going to, let's see if you can see on the video. It's a Black & Decker. Alright, I guess that's where that comes out at. Okay. The celery gross part's going to come out right there. I guess the juice will happen right there. So let's turn it on. know this is not fun. I'm doing a live video, so unless you're just entertained by watching me. Well, there's this. Okay, I did it. Okay, so it says you're supposed to have 16 ounces on an empty stomach. And I'm not sure how to measure that because I don't have like a measuring. Well, I have these from this place called Luna's Living Kitchen. And this says 15 ounces. So let's try it out. I cleaned these really well. All right. So let's see if this is 16 ounces. Okay, well, it's exactly 15 ounces, so that'll do for now. How amazing. Okay, so in his book, he says don't add anything to it when you're having first thing in the morning. So I am not going to add anything to this. And supposedly it is going to be the best healing for my gut. So a couple other things. Like I said, the reason why I am wearing this is because I want to do this every day over the next 7 days so I could see the difference every day in my gut. So this is me not sucking it in. And this is me sucking it in. So, yeah, I have the most issues right here. When I did a 30-day raw fruitarian, I'm in Rebecca Rosenberg's group called 30 Days Raw Fruitarian. It's on Facebook. She's an amazing person, and she's cured a lot of things going raw. So if you're looking for something like that, you should definitely join her group. But after I did the 30 days, I had, like, my stomach was like a washboard. And you can see it in the picture if you look at my profile. You'll see my before and after picture. My stomach was flat. I mean, I was surprised, you know. And so even though I'm smaller now than I was in that picture, there's this. And no matter what I do, no matter how healthy I'm getting, I run, I go to the gym, I bodybuild, I train, I coach, I do a lot of things. And it seems like no matter how healthy I get, my gut is the pesky thing that keeps saying, go deeper, go deeper. So I let my life speak to me, and this is what it's asking me for now. So today, for the first time in my life, starting today, I'm doing a 7-day juice fast. I have celery, I have kale, I have lemons, I have ginger, I have sweet potatoes, I have a ton of apples, and I'm just going to start with that. Oh, and I was really shocked that the medical media was saying that fermented foods and like kombucha and stuff is not really as healthy as we think it is. That the body, because it's bad bacteria, even though it's considered healthy bacteria, our body just flushes out. Like it doesn't do. Like if we like it, it's good. But if we're doing it because we think that it's somehow healthier, it's not, because the body just passes it. And he was saying that fresh picked grown from like a local farm, like fresh picked kale or tomatoes, something that was grown organically is going to have the bacteria that we need. The bacteria that resorts into B12 in the gut, which it needs. So anyways, I don't have the book. I was just looking at Google Books, which you can go to Google Books, type in medical medium and view a sample and type in gut, and it'll pull up everything that's available for free to read on gut. But I will be getting the book. But for now, that's what I'm doing. So tune in to learn more about me. I do have another video I created that I have not uploaded yet because it's a lot of video clips, so I need to compile them and then put it, so it'll be an intro video. But I will be doing this because I've decided to get off social media and focus on YouTube for a while. And a lot of things are coming up. My kids will be back. They were with their dad for the summer, so they'll be back in a few weeks. So right now I'm just getting the best focus on my healing as I can while they're gone. And I'm going to be starting a doctorate program in the September, and a lot is happening. So this is the month to really just get focused, like focused and heal and get however I'm going to be going into September, get it done now. I'll probably at the end of the 7 days do raw for a while, and towards the end of the month I will probably add cooked food here and there to see what my body is saying it wants or needs or doesn't like or doesn't need, so that I can have a routine in place when they come back, so it's not going to be a huge transition overnight. And I'm planning to do 7 days, but I'm going to go with the flow and see what works and what doesn't. So if all I can do is 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, I'm just because I can. But my third eye is extremely open. My spirit is telling me what it needs. And so I'm listening. Like a few weeks ago, I woke up, my spirit said, you're going to run 5 miles today. I ran 6 miles. The first 4 was on an empty stomach. Then I ate 1 banana to get through the other 2. And I've never run more than 3 miles. So that was something. So now my spirit's saying, do 7 days juice only. And my spirit's also telling me that I will run 10 miles at some point. I don't know if it's going to be sooner or after, but that's my next step. So keep watching. Look forward to talking to you. Have a wonderful day, and cheers to optimal living and cellular healing. Now, how to turn this off? Uh-oh.